you know, means 1,000 jobs, and building it, several hundred jobs, operating it, and several hundred jobs at least, and mining the coal for it. Huge investment, probably a couple $2 billion. But the main thing,
deep mine.
That's surface mine.
But you know, the main thing about that is it's small.
Largest surface mine.
It's just like at a golf course.
That's right.
After the fuel, you buy the fuel off of somebody, you buy the fertilizer, you buy all this other stuff that brings them.
It multiplies.
It multiplies on
But the big context here is, you know, this will be the world's first clean coal gas plant of the modern variety. Edwardsport will be the world's first clean coal electrical plant, and it'll make us the capital of this one. We spend, Nick, more than $1 billion a year, Indiana ratepayers, for coal from out of state. Now think about that, we're sitting on a mountain. Why? Because our coal's got sulfur in it, and it's very expensive to put the scrubbers on the stacks and try to stop that stuff. This thing, there's essentially no pollution. It turns the coal to gas on the ground. So all the stuff we've been reducing, sulfur dioxide, nitrous oxide, mercury, there's almost zero. Basically, water vapor comes out. And on top of that, may I have a cup of coffee, please?
Yeah, you need cream?
No, ma'am.
Need your portion?
No. On top of that, if the nation decides, and I hope we're careful about this, but if the nation decides that we need to tax or otherwise reduce CO2, which remember doesn't hurt you, you're exhaling it right now. The question is, does it affect the world thermometer or not? If it's decided to do that, these plants can bury it. And frankly, I think they'll be able to sell it to somebody and make some money. We're going to this plant will deliver savings to ratepayers over time because
warm up on your coffee?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
At least according to all the federal forecasts, the long-term cost of coal will be less than the long-term cost of natural gas. And also, if the plant does sell any of the byproducts like CO2, the ratepayers will share in that. So, what do you get? A ton of jobs. We pay ourselves instead of somebody else for the coal. The cleanest, it's essentially as clean as nuclear or wind power or all these other things in terms of, and savings for ratepayers. So it's a really good deal. We have to go. We issued the RFP yesterday. I've been working on this for 3 years, and so if I sound sort of fired up, I am. But you know, something Hoosiers have got to pay attention to.
I don't know.
What's being suggested in Washington in the name of climate control is a mortal threat to Greene County and to all of Indiana. The latest suggestion for this carbon tax, which you'll pay in your utility bills, would more than double utility bills in the state. You know everything we were just talking about us being so attractive to business, costs and all? Well, what's one of the most important costs any business has to factor, along with their taxes and their wages? Utilities. If we double our utility costs, we're going to hurt poor people, we're going to hurt our jobs future. And why? You know, the question that we got to ask is, you know, for what? Because all I've been able to study on this, you know, we could go through this and not move the world thermometer 1/100th of a degree. What this is beginning to smell like is a plan to tax the living daylights out of the Midwest so they can spend the money on whatever Nancy Pelosi has in mind for California. I'm serious. I'm simplifying, but this is what it is.